raw vegan cinnamon rolls in my new ebook, Plant Creations. Hi everyone. So I wanted to make another recipe for my brand new ebook, Plant Creations, which is out right now. And it is currently available in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle that is going on just until May 11th. So you have just a few more days left to take advantage of this amazing deal. Basically what the bundle is, it's a collection of over 30 ebooks and courses, all raw vegan content. And there's so much value in there that if everything in the bundle was purchased separately, it would cost you over $1,500. But once a year it comes around and all the creators, including myself, come together and bundle everything into a bundle and sell it for $50. But it's only for 10 days at a time. So this year it's from May 1st to May 11th. So after May 11th, it's gone. You can never get the specific one again because it is brand new content every single year. So definitely I will leave the link in my bio, so definitely check it out. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to comment below and I'll answer any questions that anyone has. So I'm going to make my raw vegan cinnamon rolls that are one of the recipes in my new ebook, which is in the bundle right now. And they're super easy to make. They're sweetened with dates, and I do use the dehydrator for this recipe, but if you don't have a dehydrator, you can still make them. I would suggest instead of putting them in the dehydrator, just pop them in the freezer or the fridge to get them to firm up a little bit. So you're going to need a food processor to make these. And as I mentioned, these are sweetened with dates. So first ingredient, some pitted medjool dates. And mine are pretty soft, but if yours aren't very soft, just soak them in some water for maybe 20 minutes or so. So I'm gonna add in, so I'm making the dough basically for the cinnamon rolls first. So I'm adding in the dates, and then I have some oat flour here that I am using 1 Degree Organics oats, which are raw, and then I just blended them into a flour. So I'm gonna add that in there. Of course, cinnamon rolls. We're adding some cinnamon, a little bit of water, and then we're also adding in some raw cashew butter. So those are all the ingredients for the dough of the cinnamon roll. So I'm gonna pulse that up until it all comes together, roll it into a dough ball, and then I'm going to use 2 sheets of parchment paper and a rolling pin to roll that out into a flat layer, and then we will make the cinnamon date filling. You then have your dough ball, and like I said, I'm gonna put it in between some parchment paper and then use a rolling pin to roll it out into a flat layer. Okay, so I rolled out the dough ball into a flat layer like this, and then I'm going to make the cinnamon date filling. Super easy. Using a high-speed blender, I have a Vitamix here. I'm gonna add some more pitted medjool dates, some water, and of course some more cinnamon. I'm gonna blend that on high until smooth, and then we will spread it over the dough. So I blended that up, and this is kind of what you're going for, a very thick but spreadable consistency. I'm going to spread it evenly over the dough layer, and then I will carefully roll them into a large roll. And then you should get roughly 9 small cinnamon rolls. So I'll just cut them into even cinnamon rolls. And then I'll put them on a mesh dehydrator tray and put them in the dehydrator at 115 degrees for about 2 hours or so. So I spread the filling on top, and then I rolled them up and cut them into rolls, and I'm going to dehydrate them at 115 degrees for about 2 hours. So I dehydrated the cinnamon rolls at 115 degrees for about 2 hours, and here they are. I made a cashew-based frosting to go on top, so it's just raw cashew butter, a little bit of maple syrup, and a little water to thin it out. I'm gonna coat the cinnamon rolls, pour it on top, and they're ready to eat. You can, after you add the frosting, you can put them in the dehydrator a little bit longer just to get them even more warm once you add the frosting on there if you'd like. But they're ready to eat as is. And then I would suggest keeping them in the fridge, and they're very good to eat cold right out of the fridge, or you can warm them up again in the dehydrator. So here they are, my raw vegan cinnamon rolls. I added the frosting on top, And these are so, so, so good, so easy to make. And these are one of the recipes in my new ebook, Plant Creations, which is currently available in the Ultimate Raw Vegan Bundle. And it ends on May 11th, so you only have a few more days to take advantage of it. I will leave the link in the description. And yeah, make sure to grab the bundle and dive into it. There's so many amazing resources in there. And make these raw vegan cinnamon rolls.